All right, folks. So this is the second mini lecture on chapter 23. And again, this is going to be a lot of anatomy. So this will probably be a real quick one because I'm not going to sit there and just point to things and name them as we already did it in lab. So let me just go through here and see if there's anything significant I want to point out. You learned these cartilages. You learned the thyroid and cricoid cartilages and the arytenoid and the arytenoid and art, uh, corniculate cartilages. So you see these cartilages there. I guess there's nothing I want to point out here. You can see the epiglottis there. Of course, that's a flap of cartilage that closes off your air passageway when you're swallowing food, and the food is or drink is shunted into your esophagus where it should go. So you see that. I guess something's kind of important here, and I did tell you this in lab, is that there's muscles attached to these cartilages. And when these muscles move the cartilages, these vocal folds right here can tighten or gain slack, and it changes the pitch when you phonate. So when you're making sounds, it can change the pitch because there's muscles attached there. And you even learned some of the muscles in lab. All right, so I don't think there's anything else. Oh, you can see one other thing. You can see that these tracheal cartilages are indeed C-shaped, that they're open on the back. Now, it's not showing you the trachealis muscle. There is indeed a trachealis muscle that closes the back of those C-shaped cartilages. They're not showing that trachealis muscle there, but it is there. But remember, it's not the primary place where we control the diameter of the lumen of your air passageways. That occurs in the bronchioles. You can see the vestibular ligament and the vocal ligament. The vestibular ligament is a false vocal cord. It's not. Some people call it the false vocal cord, whereas the vocal ligament is the true. That's the true vocal cord. And you can see how the vocal ligament is attached to the arytenoid cartilages. So when the muscle pulls on the arytenoid cartilage, it changes the tension on that vocal ligament. And this is just a collage showing you all the anatomy. Let me know in lab if there's any questions about this anatomy. Okay, this is showing you the vestibular fold. And of course, this is closed, so the glottis is closed off here. Uh, it'll be open in a second, I'm sure. There it is. It's open. So now the glottis is open. And this is the photograph taken with some kind of endoscope, I'm sure. Yep, a laryngoscope. Okay, this is showing you the trachea, and of course this plane right here is showing you how we cut the trachea. And you look back here, and now we can see the trachealis muscle. So yeah, this trachealis muscle here closes the back of the C. So I'm glad they finally showed you that anyway. So we do have some control over the lumen of the trachea with that trachealis muscle, but it's not like we can close it all down and then open it wide open. It pretty much keeps a pretty steady lumen, although the trachealis muscle can control it a little bit. Now down here, however, where our cartilages are incomplete and we have increasing amounts of smooth muscle around our bronchioles, well, these are actually just secondary bronchi, but as you get smaller and smaller, then you control the diameter of the lumen a great deal. That's it, folks. And I think the next mini lecture starts some of the physiology. So I think we're done with the anatomy part.